Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about a game I played in my first ladder session that I posted a couple of days back. It was my master game against Neox. So this opponent is a master 2, and I held my own in ZvZ quite a long time on Backwater LE. And I'm not going to talk so much about the build order this time. I want to analyze why I lost and what advantages we both had while I was going back and forth. If you're interested in the build order, I already have that video explaining it. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to message me, and I'll be happy to explain it to you again. But let's get into this replay. He said my early game was very good, and I really almost beat him. I was very far ahead, but I didn't switch out fast enough, I think. So I'm just going to take it kind of slow and talk about my micro and my mindset, and let's figure out why I lost this match. So the beginning is just hatch gas pool, especially on this long map. I'm not expecting it. I'm glad that he didn't just cheese me or something like that and actually gave me this replay, so now I can see how to recover from this and what to be doing. But I screwed up my overlord on the beginning of this just because I was so shaken because I was playing a master player, but it's not an excuse, it's just a mistake. So hatch, gas, pool. Basically right on the money. He's a fraction of a second ahead of me. I am red. So again, I see that this is his second overlord. It's about where mine is on the map, so I know that it's not any early kind of harass. I can tell that from his overlord timing. I don't know why I put this overlord here. This isn't a very smart overlord. It should have been by his third to see where it's coming, or in the middle like he has it to see if I'm sending out anything. So my first 4 lings I send across the map. He is sending his 4 lings across the map as well. And I'm taking a base over here at 32. So this is our first point of contact. Both lose 1 ling. I'm running home because I've got queens. He could probably out micro me with lings, so I'm just letting him come back to my base, and I'm trying to pull my queens down to defend these. So I'm not getting supply blocked. I've got my 31 overlord this time, which is great. It looks like he is not getting his 31 overlord. He might be supply blocked. Looks like nope, that's me. I am getting supply blocked. He has his 31 overlord because he is a master 2, and I am a scrub diamond 3. So at this point, I've got my baneling nest. This is the first convergence point I was talking about. I'm on 25 drones. He's on 25 drones. I need to get some damage. So I still have my first 4 lings. I'm waiting on speed to finish up very soon. But I've got my pool now. I've got my baneling nest finished. So I hide my banes over here. And now look at this micro. So I've got my banes on 1, my banes on 2, my lings on 1. I'm going to send my lings in to try to harass, and I'm going to take my banelings in and just walk him into his mineral line. I see he's got quite a few lings as well. So again, I'm just trying to bait out his baneling hits so he doesn't attack my banelings. So here it is. I get a nice contact here. 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay. So at this point, I thought I was up on drones quite a bit more than he was, but he's got just the exact same amount of drones as I have now. And I'm still attacking as much as possible. I want to try to take out his baneling nest. I did take out a queen. Yeah, I did take out a queen, so this is a big win from me. But at this point, I need to be macroing back at home. Right now, I am so deer in the headlights on this spot. I've got all the map control in the world. I've got even more workers by quite a bit. Yeah, I get another big connection up into his main here as well. So I am 10 workers above him at this point. Master 2 player. So my Lingbane micro is pretty good. I'm not using any control groups. I've unbound my select all army key because it's just been so much of a hindrance to me as oh no, I've still got quite a few control groups. I've unbound my select all army key because it's been more of a hindrance to me rather than a crutch. So at this point, I should know better than to keep bashing my face into this, but I feel like I have basically won at this point. He's down to 15 workers. I'm up on 25. So where is my big mistake? I'm beating him in the Ling Bane phase very much. He's making all of his Banelings to defend. And I'm still just making as many Lings as I possibly can. So I'm trying to bait out his Lings. That's a big loss on my spot. I kind of just throw my army away. I probably could have won had I played a little bit smarter and not lost that large swell of Lings. But it looks like I'm starting to re-drone again. Where are we in drone counts? I'm about 10 drones above him still. And I'm making drones now. I've got enough Lings to defend. And I'm keeping map control on his side of the map. But I'm going to start splitting off a bunch of Lings so I can not lose them all the Baneling hits. But I still need to maintain map control. So now I'm working on getting up to 38 workers. So I'm at 31. I'm starting my Roach Warden again. I should have my layer going down very soon as well. My layer is very late. But I think I even try to go double upgrades on this point because I'm so far ahead. One of the things I do in this game is I will take double upgrades if I am far ahead. Because it's just going to solidify my win. So yeah, I see him coming back towards my base, so I'm running home with my Lings to defend my workers, my precious, precious workers. But I'm at the amount of Lings I need I'm at the amount of workers I need right now. I'm actually way over droning. I'm again pretty panicked. Oh, this is amazing on his part. Watch this. I remember this now. He runs me in circles, and he banks off 2 Lings and hides them in the corner and runs all my Lings out. Morphs them into Banelings and then puts them into my drone line, which gets a big hit on his part. This is just fantastic micro on him. But I was far ahead, and I probably am still relatively far ahead even after this hits. I should have had my queens in a better spot. How many workers go down? Oh, that basically evened it up. 7 workers there. And then I don't put them back on. I just have them sitting there for a long time. So, this is a big mistake. Big mistake. The supply is okay. What is he doing at this point now? He is just droning up, and he's got basically wall of Banes in front of him. He's getting a Roach Warden. I've got a Roach Warden. I should have maybe moved out earlier. I'm moving out now. I still have not started Roach Speed. I should be starting that as soon as probably I have 100 gas. But he catches on my drone. He catches all my roaches out, and he's just got a mess of Banes. So yeah. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. I just keep throwing away little parts of my army. Little bit by little bit by little bit, I'm throwing away my army. I finally start Roach Speed very late. He's now ahead of me on workers. So he has taken the worker. Well, we're the same on workers, but I'm assuming very soon he's going to pull ahead of me. Yep, there it is. Ahead of me on workers now. Oops. So, at this point I'm taking double upgrades, because I'm starting to get roaches, so his Ling Bane no longer means anything. And I'm going to get a Hydra Disc as well. So this might be another mistake I'm making. I'm not being very decisive, I'm just like making stuff. And at this level, up until Diamond, just me spending this much cash better than my opponent has been mainly the reason I've been winning. But at this level, I think I need to be more... I need to understand more why to spend what and what to spend when. So yeah, he went way above me in workers now. And this is why he's going to win. Let's see what he's doing instead. So my play was get a Hydra Disc in, get double upgrades, and just spend. Stay on 51 workers, and just stay on about 46 workers, and just spend up as much as I can. I wonder why this is 53 and this is 46. Maybe because I'm making them at this point? Yeah, it must be. These are all drones. So I'm making up to We have the same amount of drones. So right now, the good thing is I'm making the same amount of drones as he is. So my convergence points that I've been thinking about, 26, 38, and 50, 51, are right on the money with him. But he, let's see if he's going double Evo as well. Double Evo. Where's his Hydralisk Den? Does he have a Hydra Den anywhere? No. So I think the Hydralisk Den was my big issue, because now I'm going to be spending less of my money into roaches. Maybe if I just had more roaches, I would be better. But I'm afraid he's going to tech into mutas. And I don't want him to take into Mutalisks. I want to fight him in Roach Ravager and Hydra. So I think this is one of the other reasons I lost the game. I'm not spending my money as efficiently as he is. So let's keep watching. When do we start our upgrades? I've started +1. I'm probably waiting on 250 to start +2. My roach speed is finished. And now this is when I'm just going to sit down on this many workers and I'm going to build up Hydra Roach instead of Roach Ravager. He's starting to get his lair, but I have Roach Speed now. So let's see any other advantages that we both have. He's got Creep Spread, so he has vision. He is on 4 gases, where I am on 6 gases. But again, I'm trying to get Hydra with this as well. So yeah, this is maybe one of the reasons that I'm losing is I shouldn't be on 4 gases until I'm at maybe 66 workers. I think I'm just getting too much gas and not enough minerals to get my roaches out, and overlords to not get supply blocked. He's supply blocked right now. And this is the beauty of ZvZ. It goes from hyper aggressive to just kind of calm. But he knows that I'm taking up, and I know that he's taking up, and there's going to be another clash. And basically it hits another timing attack. So I've got Ling Roach. But I'm making maybe way too many Hydras with this. I think I've made way too many Hydras because I don't have any meat with my army anymore. It's all just this DPS. I've got Overseers in case he goes Lurker. But now he's getting up to 60 workers now. So he's stabilized. I'm just waiting on my upgrades. And he's already starting to tech up more. So my upgrades are finishing, and now I'm going to move out. So let's take a look at this engagement. So I'm still making Roach Hydra behind this. I've got a higher army supply. I've got better upgrades. But I think my composition is not very good at this point. And this is one of those things that starts affecting you at higher level. I've never fought anyone this high before. So let's look at what's going on. He has Ravagers, a mess of Roaches, and Banelings. So these Banelings are the hard counter to all of my Hydralisks. These Ravagers can just bile down on my Roaches, and his Roaches are plentiful. He's got plenty. So let's look at the actual let's look at all the advantages and disadvantages I have right now. Advantages is I have an upgrade advantage. Disadvantages, he has the offender's advantage. He has the defender's advantage. He has a 4th base, so a larva advantage. He has a worker and economy advantage. So yeah, the only thing I'm really playing right now, and maybe even an army composition advantage. The only thing I'm playing right now is I have a upgrade advantage, but my army is not attacking in a very ideal spot. I'm trying to flank over, but my hotkeys aren't set up for this. I should have had maybe all my Hydras on one and my Roaches on a different one, so I could bring my Hydras around the corner while I'm taking the brunt of his force with my Roaches. But I'm just kind of trickling in, and this isn't a very good engagement. So I'm trying to get the concave on him. So I got a nice concave, but I take all those bile hits. How's my money going? I'm spending my money behind this, which is good. I'm still spending my cash during this fight. I'm getting up to Lurker, and he's getting up to Lurker as well, but he's starting +2 attack. So let's see where this is going. What did I do well? I'm taking my 4th base, but it's late. His 4th base is already up and started. I'm getting a lurker den, he's getting a lurker den, but he's also starting to get +2. So he's going to have an upgrade advantage against me as well. So as this moves out, I've got more and more stuff at the beginning, at the front of my base, but this is basically where I die. I lost my whole army, and beauty of Zerg is you can max out, but he can max out. He doesn't need to max out again. He still has basically his whole army. Let's look at the units lost tab, so I can take a look at... Yeah, look at that. 2,000 more minerals than he's lost. And I think he's probably getting... Yeah, he's going to get +2. And as soon as he gets lurkers, I get lurkers too. He's probably banking up some minerals for lurkers right now. Opening up his supply. He's about to max out again. There it is. Let's see his lurkers. Give me your lurkers. Give me lurkers. Come on, buddy. Come on, Neox. Where are you? Where are your lurkers? Making 6 hydras. I bet those are going to be his lurkers. Me, I'm making lurkers. I know that I need... This is my saving grace. I need to have lurkers out. And again, my convergence point for lurkers is 51 drones. At 51 drones, I need to be at making everything. I should be up to 60, 66, where he is right now on 4 bases. But I'm terrified. I've never been at this stage of this game before. But I'm gonna try to move out again. And he's got all the creep spread in the world, so I can't get a nice... I can't just get into his base, right? But he doesn't have any detection, but he knows very close to hitting all of my stuff. So he's trying to pull away from my lurkers. He's got a concave on me. I've got all my hydras sitting in the back. I haven't attacked yet. I walk into his lurkers, and I lose my army. I didn't see that he had lurkers there. And he's hiding his lurkers under his army. Fantastic. GG. Alright, so this last advantage is this last engagement. He's got +2, +1. I've got range, but maybe this is a useless upgrade especially if I'm going into lurker. Things I was doing well. Again, I'm just kind of a step behind him. I had a massive win in the early stage of the game with my Ling Bane micro, but I did not tech out of it quick enough, and I was being a little bit too indecisive with my Hydralisk Den and upgrades at the same time. I should have just gone upgrade push, and as I'm getting my upgrade push out, move out with my Hydralisk Den when I don't have any more larvae, when I'm spending my cash. That would be a much better idea, I think. But yeah, this is Master 2 game. I was hanging with him the whole time, and I'll show you my proudest moment in StarCraft history right now is right here. If you watch the end. Trying to get some advice to get better. So let's listen to the master player. Boom. Exactly. That's exactly what I think too. I didn't macro behind it. I just kept trying to mash my face into it. Will do. Let's try. So I'm going to keep practicing, take this guy's advice, but at the moment I can hang with Master 2 in ZvZ. ZvT and ZvP, very different stories right now, but my most confident matchup is ZvZ, and I almost beat me a Master 2 player. So my road to Master is getting shorter and shorter. Thanks. Hope you learned something.